Hey, what up? What up? Look, see that little right here? That line in the video? That's our air. Oh, maybe not. But that was our air because we have this weird white film in our air. But, man, oh man. Some dude went and killed a bunch of kids at an elementary school. And once again, the same talk. The same talk about Biden came out. I was waiting to see what he said. He's right about one thing, that something needs to be done. That's obvious, something needs to be done, but it's the same old. He literally said to have backbone and go after gun lobbyists. Regardless of my take on like the whole owning guns and all that thing, and like the need for guns, mine are different than other people. The majority of the time in my life, that I've been around guns my whole life, and I prefer metal, I guess, just a little piece of metal, or maybe a machete or something like that. If things get real crazy, if I'm outnumbered or something, kind of tends to work. Then, of course, there was times where a gun was mandatory. You know, even still, I would love. It would be so great right now if they could just say, "Hey, Jimmy, 100%, all guns gone." I'd probably start crying. I'd be so happy. I would not want to have anything to do with guns if that were the case. But because I know, and I have been around guns and gunslingers and all different types of people my whole entire life, I understand the necessity for guns. I have friends who are like, "Fuck that, guns are for fucking pussies." I just stab somebody. Like, they think you could stab, say, like 5 people. You know what I mean? That have Uzis or Tech 9s or MP5s. You got street hoods running around with MP5s, son. Not the new and like the clones or anything. I'm talking about the OG ass fucking MP5s, 20 mags. Fucking, they know how to break them down. They know how to clean them. This is just street hoods. You know, I don't know them personally, don't know their names, don't know nothing about that, but I've seen them in action, we'll say. But well, my question is how they for some reason love to use the school shootings. I want to know where is the importance of the millions of kids that get molested every day. You know what I mean? Where's all that? What they do here in California under Joe Biden's watch and Kamala Harris's watch, probably they wrote some of the shit, as they put these fools in hotels. And this is dudes that straight up did the worst things you can imagine to little kids and babies and infants in hotels. They get to roam around the areas, they get fast food, and they have state employees that monitor these people, not to make sure they ain't fucking with kids, but to make sure nobody's fucking with them. Check them for their safety 7 days a week, multiple times a day. How many kids are dying of drug overdoses? How many kids' parents are dying of drug overdoses? And they fucking sell that shit. They legalize the use of drugs. They fucking spent how many millions of dollars, $300 million or something like that, on drug kits so motherfuckers could get high. So, and they care about kids. They it's just weird to me that people don't see this stuff. Like, there's so many people by now have had to have seen enough. Just there's like 3 or 4 things that millions of people had to have seen in the news or heard about or something like that, unless they're under a fucking rock, that proves that these motherfuckers not only don't know how to deal with situations for us in our lives, us ground level folk, you know, all white of us and black of us and Mexican and Asian and South American and Honduran and everything. I know Hondurans from South America, get that. But yeah, like, Constitution's there. The gun lobby is, to me, is just a form of, like, how would I say it, like, conformity to gun laws and gun restrictions and stuff like that. And it's only made possible, the only strength that the gun lobbies have are crooked politicians. That's it. That's it. So when they sell you on that, we need to go after the lobbyists, there's dudes that just put money in that fool's pocket, or a crack rock in fucking his son's pocket. That crack dealer has guns and he has gunmen's son, you know. I don't even know, like, why anybody would have to say some of this stuff, but it's just crazy to me that people would even for 1 second believe that they care. And then you have groups like Moms Demand Action, that they're in a dreamland. They think that literally, they think gun control or anything is possible moving towards, there's nothing that is possible that's not in place already moving towards guns that would help these types of situations. During the gun bans that Biden likes to bring up recently in LA, I was a kid in LA during that time, and M16s with 3 grenades and a grenade launcher, $1,400. Hold up. Drugs. Gun control don't work. Let's see what, I gotta watch my shit. Hold up. That's a trip. But yeah, I don't get it. What's happening?
So sorry, I'm just looking for rocks and shit, man.
Looking for rocks, I get that. I was just talking about that shit. Somebody looking for rocks.
I'm a nerd, sorry.
Oh, it's all good. Nerds are dope. What's up, man? Jimmy.
My pleasure.
How you doing?
I'm good, how about you?
Good. You need water or anything?
I'm fine, I got a soda right here, thank you.
All right, cool.
Appreciate that.
Yep.
Yeah, it was hot out here earlier, man.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, like I take the opportunity, like once ground around here has been dug up like that, I'm always curious because of the history of this town, so.
I did the same exact thing earlier, and
you only got one chance.
I was out here for like 3 hours and I couldn't find shit except for a rock like that.
You only got one little chance to do it, and then boom, it's done.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a house here or something, and
Yeah.
you know?
That's what's about to be here.
You know what I look for, man, is I find a lot of like art, stuff like that in the rocks themselves, man. Like
Just tangent out on them.
you know, for the Indians and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And,
Did you know back in the day the Indians used to carry a pebble in their mouth if they had to take a long journey? They would keep a pebble in their mouth because they weren't going to have access to water for a while.
yeah, they're smart.
Did you
like
know that though?
I would have forgotten about it, but now that you say something, yeah, I've heard that before.
So those days that are rough out here because it's hot and you're out here, fucking
Smart.
yeah.
Yeah. And dude, the things that I found out here, man, rocks and coins, meteorites and shit. Unfortunately, I wasn't smart enough to secure those properly, or I'd actually be able to, you know, make a dollar off of it.
Yeah.
But my grandpa was a petroleum geologist for a shell oil company.
What would you do with that dollar though if you could find that shit or had that shit right now? What would you do with those dollars?
You know what? It's always been an issue with me to like gold. You could find a piece this big. What are you gonna do with it?
But you know what I mean though?
Yeah.
So time, you never know. Maybe it's because it's not the right time. Maybe later you'll run back into something like that or double that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know this much too. The passion for rocks and geology and things of that nature. You either have it or you don't.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It's like what I learned is it's a double-edged sword, dude. Having those things and it's cool, but when you lose them or they get stolen or something, that's the lesson I had to learn, man.
Yeah.
Not to have an emotional attachment to material possessions. Dude.
Well, see, I was like that, and I
hard,
lost a bunch of shit, so I just completely disconnected.
Yeah.
You know, but it's worth it to have that connection.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't lose that.
I almost did, dude.
Yeah.
It's that bad. It's like fucking a double-edged sword, you know.
Well,
But,
been there, bro. Been there.
That's what I gathered out of it, dude. The emotional attachment to the material shit.
But don't lose the emotional attachment. Always want to have that. You know what I mean? Because it's better having that. You know what I mean? And losing something, it's just we're losing shit. You know what I mean? It's no big deal. But at least we still have the important stuff. You know what I mean?
For sure. Yeah, because it's always been a passion for me and Roxas. That's why I stayed out here in this town, dude. So, you know, and those are the things that a lot of people miss out on in life, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This town's full of it, dude.
Oh, no, I know it. It's crazy. Yeah.
What did you say your name was again?
Jimmy.
Jimmy and Sean.
Nice to meet you, bro. Hey, could I ask you a question, but don't get offended because I've been down that road? Do you fuck around at all or no?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you ever worry about like fucking ODing or anything like that? Because I do,
dude.
I got that shit that if you OD like off of pills or I got some of that. You need that?
Cool. Dude, it's always good to have one of those around. Everyone that I've ever had, I've saved somebody's life with it, dude.
Yeah. You want one or what?
Sure, absolutely.
All right, I'll be right back.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, on Mother's Day, I lost a really good friend of mine, man. McKenna, she unfortunately overdosed and stuff. So, I've never had that issue, dude. I've always respected.
You never know, dude, and with what the dope being fucked with right now, dude. It's how many people died in the last 6 months.
I know it, and I appreciate that because every single one I've ever had, dude, I've used it and I've saved life with it.
Yeah, I'll go get you one right now.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah. I'm gonna cut this one short and talk with this fool and see if he wants any help. That's what we've been doing for like a long time, helping other people. I can't judge this fool. He just talking about he's a nerd on rocks and stuff, so that's from his past. But right here on this street, there's a fat drug war going on with real powerful, like kind of different groups, and can't help but get into it sometimes. I'll bang it out with these motherfuckers, but I'm gonna try to help this fool. See you guys in a bit. Do something positive.